flex. Flex, the livest one in the section. Fit the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You would run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight. Lightweight, baby. Time to bleed. Drew Titan Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. Come on in, smash the like button. Smash the like button. I'm going to ask y'all to share the video. You already know how Miguel do. You already know how him and his man Jerome do, Miguel and Jerome. Go subscribe to my Patreon. I got a whole video about Miguel and Jerome and what's been proven and the steps that will be taken in order to put the machine on blast. Because they just told on themselves. I was in YouTube jail for about 7 days. That's why I told y'all, go subscribe to the Painful Excellence podcast. Go subscribe to Bear Cave Entertainment. Because I was live, but a lot of y'all just missed it. I was live. See, that's why I have 3 channels. But don't worry. The shows you missed, I will be premiering them. Probably around 11 p.m. The last, 5 shows. I'll put them up as premieres at 11 p.m. and I'll just let those run so y'all can catch up on what you missed. It's all good, though. Shout out to Miguel and his African-American spoon buddy. Thank you for revealing yourself. Because I'm going to kick both of y'all behinds like you stole something. It's all good. So when we say share the video, that's why we tell you to do it. Let's beat up that algorithm. So let's do this roll call because I got a lot to say. Big G, what up? And here goes YouTube back with the ats again. This is great. Anwar Willis, G McCall, Brother Reef, Dow Big G, Ali, my brother Ack back in the building. Accavelli, salute. MP, yeah, it's too early for me to cuss. Because they on my Johnson so hard, they need a saddle. It's all right, it's big enough. But send your mama or your daughter or your sister if they're legal. If they're legal. Dragon Fang, salute. D'Artagnan 8. Gerald Kelly. Combos with Cam, salute. Queen, how are you? Lost from the Jungle. Del Riv. The real Shelton in the building. Eric O. HMC. Abdullah. Kawhi Elliott. Abdullah the remix. Yes, sir. MXC, what's up? Ratchet since 91. Teach, what's going on? Where is? Hold on. Man, I can't figure nothing out. Well, whatever, man. Certain things I can't see here, and then I can't see over there, man. Please, man. Oh, there you go. They take care of you. Then why the hell didn't I see the brother? There you go. Y'all make sure I go subscribe to my other 2 channels. Bear Cave Entertainment and the Painful Excellence podcast. That's how we roll. All right, so let's get to the smoke. Unique Dawn, salute. Rashad, salute. George in the building. George, my brother George, what's going on? Mr. Cell Block, what's good? All right, let's get to the smoke. Yo, bro. So I'm watching Champ Side, right? And if you remember about a month ago, he had he opened up his he opened up the lines. Some dude called up in there, right? Every city in this country has a form of airhead, and the airhead sounds alike, man. Andrew Gray, what up? The airheads all sound alike. So clearly when this guy got on the call with Champ Side, it was clearly an airhead from Baltimore. It was clearly. So I'm just listening, right? Now, I already knew, because I was in the gym when I was listening to Champ, right? And salute to Champ Side. I already knew. ATX, what up? I already knew what kind of phone call it was going to be. So I had stopped working out. Because I said, I can't. He's going to say something crazy. It's going to mess up my set. So let me just stop. So I just took a break and I'm listening to this call. And as expected, it was a threat to the English language. And it was an assault on tolerance. It was bad. It was just bad. You know, the typical, why you hating on Tank? It's not hating on Tank. We don't like this fight. Then it turned into, let the black man get his money. Well, you know, the black man could have got his money with Turki Al-Sheikh. Well, he don't have to bend the knee to Turki Al-Sheikh. Then why is he bending the knee to Jake Paul? Jake Paul's literally signing a check for this fight. What are we talking about here? Dion, what up? Main Biker, what up? So, you know, it was that sort of thing. So then dude goes on to say, you know, it's not even a real fight. It's an exhibition. That's exactly how he said it. He said it's an expedition. So I picked up my phone and I looked at the screen. So Champ Side had the same reaction. I was like, did he say it's an expedition? So then Champ Side says, where we going? Dude said, huh? He said, what is it? It's an expedition. He said it again. I'm like, oh my God. You ever listen to something and got embarrassed for somebody? Like, what? What's going on here? And Champ Side says, Stormy, salute. Quan Big Gun, salute. So then he says, say exhibition. Young Reek, what up? He says, say exhibition. And dude laughed. A lot of y'all heard this. Dude laughed at first. He said, ha, 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 ha. You're the funny guy, Champ Side. He said, say exhibition. And I'll be damned. Dude said, expedition. Whoa! Go! I literally got embarrassed for homie. But it don't stop there. Because the Champ put out a whole thing. So now expedition, that term in this community has gone viral. The boxing community has gone viral because of that phone call that Champ Side took. But you know, I said maybe he's the only person that can't say exhibition. So yesterday, Champ Side was like, yo, people was sending him this interview in the DM, right? There was some fools that had a podcast. You know, let me not call them fools. I really don't know what was going on. But they started talking about this dumbass fight. And on the podcast, and can I talk to the brothers, please, of all ages? Because there's a lot of fools my age and older on here on YouTube. Listen, black men, read a book. Read a book out loud. Please read a book out loud. Read a dictionary. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all don't read dictionary. Just Google words that you don't know and use them in a sentence. Do that. It's an exercise. You have to broaden your education, your speech, your language. Stop talking like you on the block all day. Stop that. That's why when I hear some of these dudes talk, I get a little confused. And why do you think I ask when these people get on the panel? I say, well, how old are you? When they start going off in the chat, I say, how old are you? Because I need to know who I'm talking to, because sometimes I will be talking to a grown adolescent. For example, leading up to the Bud and Canelo fight. Dude got in the chat and start going back and forth with me. I say, hold on. Let me pull it back. Because I might be the elder, in which I have to take the lead and take control of the conversation. Because I'm not arguing with a child. Turns out that kid figure drawing was 18. How I look going back and forth with an 18-year-old? I'm legitimately old enough to be his father. Grandfather, depending on what community you came up in and how screwed up it is. So I had to pull back, and I said, look, just come back on Sunday when the victor is. And we haven't seen that kid since, right? Right? We haven't seen him since. Ain't nobody was going to drag you and troll you. No. You were wrong. Now we could talk boxing. He said he knew boxing, right? No. Because if Bud had got knocked out, or let's just say he went to the cards and Bud lost, he'd have been here. Every day, he'd have been here right now. But remember there was another guy in here with a Spanish name? Copper, what up? Remember that? And I said, wait, hold on, how old are you? The first thing he said, J-Man, what up? The first thing he said was, when Bud loses, close your channel. I said, well, I got to close my channel. Louis Hatton, salute. Why we got to do all of that? I'm talking boxing. I said, how old are you? He said 58. Where's he? He didn't get cussed out. Nobody got cussed out. Figure Drawing was here all week long, talking. He was properly educated by way of the chat. Properly educated. And I said, no problem. I told no one, I said, don't block you, nothing. Just come back. He ain't come back. The 58-year-old, oh, close your channel. After, I said, well, I got to close my channel. What do you mean? I'm talking boxing. If Bud loses, I'll still be here talking boxing. Errol lost, I'm still here talking boxing. Deontay lost, I'm still here talking boxing. When they retire, I'm still going to be here talking boxing. Why I got to close my channel? Do big blow certain fighters, because I never seen these guys here before when I'm having a conversation in reference to the sport. But come back on Sunday, let's talk about it. Canelo lost, and his fan base took the loss harder than he did. Where they at? Gone. They're probably watching now. And I brought you guys up to prove a point. Gio James, salute. You're a grown adolescent. But back to these Tank Davis fanatics. 704 Joe, salute. Read a book. Broaden your education. The only two people that are educated but bigging this kid up, they're using your lack of education and it's netting them dividends. I'm not doing that. I tell the truth on this kid, like I'm doing this morning. It's really not necessarily about the fight. We already know it's trash. It's about the fan base. So Champside has sent this podcast or whatever, and I'm listening to it. He played it. And it's like 3 or 4 of these brothers on there. The brother called the fight an expedition. And I'm like, huh? Wait a minute. So dude said to Champside, yo, bro, niggas is really struggling with this word. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. You dudes really have a problem with that word? Expedition? Exhibition? And then when you tell them to say expedition, I swear to God, they'll tell you, what's an expedition? They'll tell you it's a Ford truck. You understand? They'll tell you it's a Ford truck. Come on, what up? Ain't that something? Jalen Hudson, salute. Rod Neal, my brother, what up? Well, Tank Davis versus Jake Paul, the expedition. That is a Ford Expedition in the back. I said, let me have some fun with this. That last one, when that gorilla jumps out and grabs Tank, that's hilarious, man. How uneducated are these Tank Davis fans? Monster Musa, my brother, salute. Main biker in that super chat, he says, Baltimore. Baltimore. Xavier, what up? Hashtag Baltimore. Jake Paul could read. Jake Paul, all that screaming and hollering and trolling he does, you know what? When he's in an office, I bet you he speaks proper English. I'm so sick of you brothers, the camera put on you, and y'all just start talking and nothing's coherent. The first thing you say is, nah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Nah, cause what? BVO, salute. Nah, I mean, not saying, cause you know they suck their teeth before they answer the question. Nah, man, cause man, stand up straight. Look the person in the eye when they're talking to you. Put some bass in your voice. Think before you talk. Stop saying like. That's something we used to clown what we call Valley girls back in the day. I'm sorry. Y'all know them as Becky's. We used to call them Valley girls when I was younger. Cause you know, like, oh my God. We used to clown them for talking like that. Now, I hear you brothers saying, nah, cause like, you see that? Cause like, I'm like, oh my God. No. What happened? I thought we were reading. There was something happening 1988 to like 1991. The black community, hip hop, rap music, we went through a change. Very pro-black. And let me be clear, It wasn't kill whitey. It wasn't anti-whitey. It wasn't, oh man, hate white people. No, it was like, it was like to acknowledge. It was to acknowledge it was built to acknowledge the trap that was set by white supremacy, aka the government, to acknowledge the position that we were put in, understand what it is, and move in a proper direction. How do you move? The first thing you do is go to school. Hey man, but we're learning bullshit in school. They taught us that Christopher Columbus discovered America. Okay, well, you know the truth. Learn the bullshit, get your degrees, and on your personal time, exercise knowledge of self, get to know who you are as a king. Get to know who you are as a king and move in a proper direction. Get that education, get that jobs, start a business and excel. As long as you know what the trick is, you can't be tricked. But this is life. You're black in this world. We have to move different. This is what you're gonna do. Jump off a building? You can do that. But you waving the white flag. You don't do that. Waving white flag means what? You surrender. I don't surrender. I'm too smart. So that's what the music was from like around 88. Like we was going through a change. 88 to like, I'll say like around 1990, 91. Then something weird happened. Something called gangster rap slipped through the cracks. The execs down at these record labels saw there was a market for it. Well, they created the market for it. They paid the radio stations to blast that music. NWA came out. To us in New York, there were a bunch of weirdos that were angry. Murderous Negroes that were angry, running from police in LA. We was like, what the hell's going on in LA? All right, whatever. And they reprogrammed everything that we did over here. And there was a market for it. And what did Russell Simmons do? Not necessarily to counteract, because to counteract that would be to put out more positive albums. Yo, look, we understand what y'all going through in Los Angeles, brothers, but this is not, this ain't gonna fly over here, man. You're loud, you're angry, okay, fine, we get it. But, there's a way you can turn heads on what you're doing there. And we're not pro-murder, we're not pro-cop killer, we're not any of that. But instead, what happens in 91, 92, a group called Onyx came out. To counteract, not to counteract, but to add a New York style of ignorance. Yep. And it set us back. It set us back. Now, back then I wasn't super duper conscious, but I understood what was going on because my parents taught me better. I bought the music, but I didn't live vicariously through the music. I didn't do that. But I knew people who did. And it set us back. The execs were chilling in Malibu, and the neighborhoods was messed up. They don't care. They didn't live there. I remember I lived through all of these changes. How the hell we go from Lakim Shabazz and Boogie Down Productions and, you know, all of those positive MCs, how we go from that and making an album called Self-Destruction with an all-star cast of rappers. It shined a light on the black community, talking about how we need to do better. The song was called Self-Destruction. Self-Destruction. How we go from that to, you know, Glorilla and Gonorrhea Green Lip Balm and Cardi B sitting on the couch with Auntie Gail, Oprah's friend, a mother of 4 going through a divorce and pregnant, not quite divorced yet, but pregnant by an NFL player. And what is said to her? Congratulations. What? Gail understands that if Cardi B was not who she was, in doing that, 25 years ago, she'd be on Oprah Winfrey's couch getting looked at like a zoo animal. Girl, why are you doing this to yourself? And I see these black women and brown women talking about, hey, man, well, she got money. She can afford to do that. You can afford to be dysfunctional? You can afford to be dysfunctional? So money justifies you being dysfunctional. That's what we're saying? That's what we're going with? That's why you sisters are running to child support court when you spit out a baby from a man that didn't really want you, but you wanted the baby. And now you want him to be in a child's life. See, I don't want to go on pep talk on y'all. But see, that's abnormal to me. I didn't grow up like that. But if you listen to the music, who's writing that music? You ever listen to the motherfuckers that write that music? You ever listen to them talk? Sound like Tank Davis. Tank Davis is a reflection of ignorance. Jake Paul is a reflection of the execs that capitalize off the ignorance. He's not hood. You know what he did, though? He ran out, got some tattoos, got a little marketing scheme, and he's a gazillionaire now. In what universe where Tank Davis literally bust his ass in the gym, stayed out, had some OGs that did right by him, kept them off the street, and he's super talented in the boxing ring, but meanwhile, this guy who got his start on YouTube as a professional troll is a gazillionaire, and now the real fighter, the biggest fight of his career, is fighting him? I gotta be in the Twilight Zone. But the mind fuck is, this is his choice, and his fanatics justify this choice. This is why this is just insane. This is insane. Tank Davis fanatics are not boxing supporters. I've made my peace with that. But we're going to keep it simple. Y'all don't know the difference between exhibition and expedition. And I heard it on that damn podcast. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. It was embarrassing. I have to conduct interviews when Tank Davis fans join the panel. What's the highest grade you've completed or its equivalency? What? Listen. I tell y'all all the time, people have to qualify to talk boxing with you. And the Tank Davis fanatics that been on these panels that I've seen or heard, it's not good. It's not good. Young Abel in that super chat salute, he says, I wonder what's bad in Baltimore? The Ravens trashing up the joint or Tank Davis showing lack of education? Well, no bullshit. I showed y'all a video where it was explained what happened in Baltimore, Maryland, in that area. Now, I was joking, and then I found that. And I said, oh my God, now it's kind of making sense now. Your great-great-grandparents may have been first cousins. If you know anything about biology, you know why that's bad. My brother Mansa Musa in that super chat salute, he says, that car on E2. Say what, Victor? Oh, Victor. Yeah, where's Victor?
Good night.
Victor ass don't come around no more. He don't come around no more. I see his ass in Champ's side, though. I see him in the chat. Derek Gaines, salute. I see him. He don't come around here no more. It's too real. Not to say that Champ's side ain't real, but it's too real because he know I'm going to get at him. Main biker in that super chat, he says, Sukiyana song. Bitch, I need some Henny and a plan B. This is what is being marketed to our community, y'all. They've normalized everything wrong. And what's the reward for these women? They've met the president. They sat next to Oprah. Listen, man. Tay, good morning. Listen, I never thought I'd see the day where a dysfunctional rapper, a female one at that glorifies sexual behavior, pure ignorance, drugs, have a seat next to Oprah or anybody that's close to her to have a conversation that doesn't address those problems. Gail, Auntie Gail, you don't have nothing to say to her? You don't have anything to say to her? Oprah spent over 30 years degrading black men and telling the world that we ain't shit. Y'all youngsters don't know that. She made a career off of waiting to exhale type shit. Yes. Insane, what up? Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. But on these internets, you will come across the truth. And then she had to get on a panel and say, oh no, black men are the most involved in their children's lives. That's always been the case, stupid. There was no internet in the late 80s, in the mid 90s. There was no high speed. We didn't have access to this stuff. Now she can't lie about it. That's why they didn't like Kevin Samuels and everybody else. That's why because we were telling the truth. Jose, what up? We were telling the truth. And she had to come clean. She had to get ahead of the ball. But thanks, bitch. 32 years of dragging us. 32 years? There's women in those 32 years that came up listening to you and believing what you said. Because they're too lazy to do research themselves. And it's therapeutic for them to feel right. Because with women, it's all about a feeling. It's all about a feeling. I feel. Watch all of these interviews. When they act all these interviews, they ask a woman. She'll say, well, I feel. Forget your feelings. Y'all are emotional. Tank fans feel he's the best at 135. I put up 15 faces that he didn't address in the last 6 years. He didn't fight those guys, but you feel he beats everybody. That's feminine. Feel feminine. Feel feminine. I'm not just firing a shot. This is real stuff. Watch this. Right now, Alexander Usyk is the baddest man in the world, right? In boxing, because he's the heavyweight champion. Pound for pound, it's Bud. Usyk says, no, Bud is that dude all around, pound for pound. Yes. Let me ask y'all Usyk fans a question that just refuse to give Bud his credit because he's too dark. Right? Let me ask y'all a question. Can Alexander Usyk beat Agit Kabayel? Can he? Why? Do you know that for sure, or do you just feel because of everything that Usyk has accomplished? Because you feel. This is boxing. How do we know for sure? I feel like Agit Kabayel needs a bigger spotlight on him because I feel he's a legitimate threat. But how would I know? He got to get in the ring and perform, right? Listen, Agit Kabayel versus Usyk is a banger-ass fight. I feel it'll be legendary. But I won't know until what? It happens. So forget my feelings. Let's deal with reality. The reality is Agit may not ever get that fight because he's not popular enough. We just may never see it. Want another example of feelings? Let's do. Main biker saluting that super chat. He says, y'all know Hitler's mom and dad were cousins. Facts. Yeah, I heard that. Let me give you another example. Friedrich's March, salute. What was homie's name out of Cuba that came out the Olympics and everybody wanted him to fight Ali? I forget his name. What was that? I'm having a brain fart this morning. Help me out. Brown skin brother. What was his name? What was that brother's name? And you know, Cuba was having a lot of issues back then, and he never went pro. But he was whooping everybody's ass. And they said if he goes pro, there he is, Teofilo Stevenson, him. They said he goes pro, we got to see him versus Ali. He was nice. And I remember conversations like, yo, he could do this, and he might be able to do this with Ali, and blah, 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 blah. We never saw the fight. And I remember there were in-depth debates at my aunt's house in the living room with the fellas. And if y'all don't know that brother, go just, I mean, look, it's on YouTube. Google him. Stillwater, what up? He was nice. Never went pro. His name and Ali's name was mentioned in the same sentence mad times. There's a lot of people that feel he'd have beat Ali at that time. But we'll never know. We'll never know. Stormy say he loved being a big fish in a small pond. Yep. Those type, you know, cats was like, yo, you know, my father was like, hey, man, he ain't got to stay there. He don't have to stay in Cuba. The sexy thing to say is him versus Ali, but he don't have to do that. Jose says they offered him millions. I think it was 1975. Yeah, I heard some stories. I was a kid. So I don't remember everything. I do remember the debates in my aunt's living room. I remember that. And hey, you know. But I remember, they was like, hey, man, this guy, the Cuban guy, Teofilo, you know, whatever, Teofilio. I was like, well, okay. Never went pro. There got to be a reason for that. A lot of people, they felt he could have did Ali something dirty. Maybe the reality is he wouldn't be able to do anything with Larry Holmes. Spinks. Maybe he wouldn't have got the Ali. Who knows? The Olympics and the pros is a little different. That's right, Stormy. He was surrounded by his supporters, and that might make you look great. I bet you'll find some OGs today that'll say, hey, you know what? I think he'd have beat Ali, though. Okay. You may feel that way. But what's the reality? There was nothing but space and opportunity. He chose not to do it. Now, what does that sound like? And I ain't firing shots at him. But what is that? Does that not sound like Tank? Because I do remember them putting, what I'm saying, the people, there was two things going on. There were a lot of black people that didn't like Ali. So there was that. And there were a lot of, my aunt lived in a mixed neighborhood. There was a lot of Latinos there. And that was the biggest what if. And they spoke with such conviction. What he would have did to Ali. And I remember listening to it. What he would have did. And I was like, well, you know, and at the end of the day, my pops and my uncles was like, well, you know what? We'll never know because he chose not to go pro. There's something to that. Oh, well, you know, it's gone to the audience, gone to these. You know what? At a certain point, you got to say, you know what? I'm not changing shit over here. If I could go to America and make a cool meal, fighting this guy, win or lose, I'm coming up for me. Feel me? Because the bottom line is he didn't do it. Stop telling me what these guys are going to do or what they could do. When they're not doing it, it is nothing but space and opportunity. That's Tank. You let his fans tell it, he beats everybody. I put up 15 faces. And I know there's a lot of political players on here. Oh, well, he fight him because, you know, the contract and, you know, multiply this and carry the one. And at that time, there was a week in between, and then Tank announced it, and then he got loud. Man, shut up. Stop telling me that it's the opponent's fault, but meanwhile, Tank is an A-side in every direction. From 130, no, fuck that, from 126 to like 154, Tank is an A-side, and he ain't called for none of these guys? Man,
shut the fuck up!
I'm tired of hearing you, Kyle. I'm tired of it. Let me go back to Oprah Winfrey for a minute. Who's the chick that wrote How Stella Got Her Groove Back? What's that idiot's name? Because I was based off of her real life. What's that idiot? Because she's an idiot. And I'm going to tell you why. What's that broad's name? I tell this story all the time, but it bears repeating. When that jerk got on the Oprah Winfrey show, the epilogue, Terry McMillan, thank you, Brother Reef. The epilogue was she went to Jamaica and found love, brought homie back. Nah, young Abel, you ain't got to block him. If he shows up, he's here for a reason. But this fool went to Jamaica, her old ass, hooked up with a young Jamaican brother, He knocked her spine out of alignment, made her feel good, got his citizenship, came to America, divorced her, and now by way of the law, he's entitled to half her shit. And I remember her being on the Oprah Winfrey Show, Terry McMillan, and when the dude came out, I said, that doesn't look like Taye Diggs. He's light-skinned, and you could tell that he was a homosexual. You can tell he was a Miguel. You could tell. And I forget his name, but she said, let's welcome him to the stage. And, you know, Miguel! Sat down, and I'm like, what's going on? I saw that episode. Me and my brother, you know, we was at my mom's crib. We watched it. We was like, wait a minute, that him? I looked at my brother and said, yo, wait a minute. Hold on. And then when he started talking, he's batting his eyes. I said, wait a minute. Don't tell me that he was like that when she met him. You can't be going through a midlife crisis that you miss that. That is impossible. Nope. All it took was a little bit of attention, because, you know, a lot of women are attention whores. Just a little bit of attention, and she got her groove back. Well, how my aunts and my moms used to say it, y'all know, this is a black thing. Y'all know, well, honey, y'all all heard your mama, your grandmama say it like that when they, girl, well, honey. My mom stuck her head out the kitchen and saw that. We was like, yo. She said, what y'all looking at? She looked. And here go my mama. She knew. Look, man, you in Jamaica. If you're happy to just be getting stuck, just do that. And then go visit them. You're Terry McMillan. Go visit them every 2 or 3 months. She brought the motherfucker back to the States, got him citizenship, married him. Divorced her, taking half her shit. He ain't write a book in his life, but due to the law, half her shit. Let me find this nigga. Let me see. Watch this. I'm gonna show y'all. Terry McMillan. Husband. Man, it's on YouTube. And she reviewed it. Look, all right, I ain't gonna, you know what? I might fair use it on Pep Talk. Let me show you a picture of this dude. You're not gonna believe this, bro. You are not gonna believe this. Jamaica, right? Lord of mercy. Lord of mercy. Lord of mercy. Yo, dig this, man. Dig this. Queen Shakila, how are you? Dig this. Watch this. Oh, man.
¡Ay, Miguel! ¡Miguel!
Jerome.
¡Ay, Miguel! ¡Miguel!
Look at this dude. Let me put you up on game. Let me put you up on game. Let me put you up on game. Put you up on game. Hold on, is that Paul Stedman? Are you that bald-headed black British dude that BFTB body bagged when you put your fat wife on camera? That's him. That's him. Hey, bro, you can't talk about any woman, any one of my wives, plural, because I got more than one. One on paper, and the other one, you know, for recreational use and, you know, generational wealth. But you can't talk about anything that I do, because this is the guy that, about 5 years ago, you call up, you beamed into BFTB to get cussed out because it made you hot. And You messed up and put your fat white wife on camera and everybody roasted you. And all I said, Paul, was, God damn, why would you do that, man? Why would you put your ugly ass, why would you put your wife on camera and all you was trying to do was argue on behalf of Anthony Joshua, Paul? Look, stay over there in the graveyard, bro. We working here. Stay over there in the graveyard. Easy, young fella. Easy, young fella. Stay over there at the graveyard. Stay over there. That's him. Paul Stedman. Paul Stedman. He's a brown-skinned, overweight black Brit with glasses, married to a fat white woman, and he stalked BFTB. And now you're over here. Well, not really. So anyway, this is the guy. This is the guy right here. Let me put you up on game. Enoch, what up, man? He says, welcome back, RIP Black Voltron Reloaded. His salute, Enoch, salute. Anyway, let me put y'all up on game. This picture could go one of two ways. And I need you to hear me. If this man was Dominican, it's okay. I'm gonna say it again. If this man was Dominican, it's okay. Do you know why? This is how they look. He's Jamaican. That's not good. Yardies don't arc their eyebrows. But if you said Dominican male and I saw this pic, I said, oh, okay. All right, he's Dominican. You can't be black looking like this. Black American, let me be clear. No. Absolutely not. No. Negative. Like Italians. I know a lot of Italians. The men, when they're in functions and stuff, when they greet each other, they kiss each other on the cheek. That's a cultural thing. You understand what I'm saying? That's a cultural thing. That's something they do. Black people don't do that. It means something else.
What are you, a homo?
Paul Stedman. You understand? Ain't no way that she did not know that dude. Look at this. And she just a cheesing. Now I'm gonna point something else. Point something else out to y'all, right? And I love it when these trolls come in and start calling me Kevin Samuels. Let me tell you something. If I ever got the baton of Kevin Samuels and run with it, y'all be out, y'all slaves will be out your cotton picking mind. Y'all be just tight. What you mean? I mean, I'm trying to be a second coming to Kevin. Let me tell you something. What is that? That's a diss? That brother was doing the Lord's work. What you mean? Ha ha! You're a Christian. Ha ha! Why? I'm walking in the path of Jesus Christ. What's bad about that? Ha ha! You're a Muslim. What? I'm walking in the path of Muhammad. Muhammad following the word of God. What are you clowning here? Well, I don't get it. This is all relevant to Tank Davis fans. Ha ha! You can't speak proper English. Ha ha! You don't know the latest ebonics. Ha ha, motherfucker! You can't read. Ha ha! The difference between you and Tank is talented. You're not. You're living through him. So here's the mind fuck about this. I remember when Oprah was bigging up Terry McMillan. And then when it all came crashing down, everyone said he was wrong and he shouldn't be taking half her money, but that's just the law because she was the breadwinner, right? He twisted her out to get citizenship. That's what he did. He gamed her and she fell for it. Because in her mind, she was old and past her prime. Everything that Kevin Samuels does talk about. And she was depressed that Father Time was undefeated. She was depressed about it. And this dude picked up on it and he played her. Like how women been playing men for years. And they ain't like it. But Oprah still found time to cut down black men. And we ain't had nothing to do with this. Because this man ain't thinking like a black man. He thought like a black woman.
Whoa!
And she fell for it. She fell for it. He told her everything she needed to hear. And he got a free ride right to America. Now, if this chick brought this dude around anybody that I knew in one look, we'd be like, all right. And then when he walked off, we would tell, because it can't come from us. It can't, because the term hater wasn't around back then. They would just call us jealous. I would tell my ladies, yo, look, you need to put her up on game. She don't see that dude is gay. She can't see that. You better tell her. Oh, well, she's just going to say that I'm jealous. All right, well, just go on record saying that you said it. She'll figure it out. She'll figure it out. And man, did she figure it out. He's not the villain. He won. You know, like how sisters trap dudes with babies. They signed up for casual sex, not to be a father. Hell, if I wanted to be a father, I'd marry this hoe. No, she's a hoe. She just party for the night. She's a victim of her own circumstances that she created. And it's everybody else's fault. It's the man's fault. No, you did this. Don't I tell y'all every action has a reaction? You make the bed, you lay in it, God damn it. It's been a freak show. And I can't imagine that there weren't people around her that knew what they were looking at. But she was so much in love, she probably cut people off. Because they tell you to do things like that. Hey, man, when you have a purpose, there are going to be people in your life that's going to want to cut you down and they secretly hate you. Just hold your head and focus on. And to a degree, that's very true. But in this current junction, you can't be too bad of a selection in character that you don't know when someone around you, whether they mean you harm or good. You got to know these things. And I can't believe that she didn't have close friends around her that ain't mooching off of her, ain't taking money from her. They got their own jobs. You know, a lot of Hollywood actors and musicians, they got people that they came up with that got regular jobs, they ain't asking for a dime, and they just got their personal line. Hey, man, what up, man? How you doing? The Rock has friends like that. They can just call them up directly. They got regular jobs, man. People he played football with, people he just grew up with. They got the direct line. They grew up with him. These Hollywood actors, people that know their government name. Leonardo DiCaprio, that's not his real name. You trust those people to tell you better. I know a popular rapper, I ain't gonna say his name, but he got friends that he grew up with right here in the Bronx. Got his direct line. They ain't ask him for shit, ever. Yo, I got this album release party. Hey, man, I gotta get up and go to work in the morning, bro. But yo, I'll connect with you tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? You know, we can go to breakfast, but I can't. I gotta do this overtime. And they connect. That's a friend. That's real. So if that friend says, hey, you know, Terry, that dude you brought up, yo, you don't see him looking in your side of the closet? Why his eyebrows? Y'all both went and got your eyebrows and nails done? You don't think that's strange, Terry? Okay. All right, Terry. Gotta be careful. Bob, salute. Yeah, he did get out of Jamaica. He came to America. He didn't stay there. He got out of Jamaica Snagglepuss voice. Exit stage right. Now, why Oprah cut down black men for over 30 years? And said Terry McMillan was a victim. But now she's silent on Glorilla and Cardi B. And you let these dumb smuts tell it. That's also men's fault too. And you ask them why they acting like that. You know what they'll say? I'm owning my sexuality. I'm a boss, and why can men do this and I can't? You know what? You can do whatever it is you want, but don't get mad when a man says, "Yo, look, I don't live that way. I don't like how men was getting on the mic and degrading women either. I don't like that either. So here you are accepting it and doing it yourself. Why should I ain't put up with it when the dudes did it, so I don't have to. Why do I have to deal with it with you?" That's when they're willing to change. Everything is backwards now. That's why I brought this up. That's what the monologue was for. Everything is backwards now. I come from an era where right was right and wrong was wrong. In this era, there's always that shade of gray, and people celebrate the wrong thing. Y'all gave guys like Charlie Kirk life by way of your behavior. And it was so bad and you're so stupid and ignorant that you accept it. You accept it. And you normalize it. This is who you knuckle draggers are. Now, I don't have anybody named Miguel on my bumper. Hell no. They want to get on my bumper, but I don't get down like that. You're celebrating the wrong shit. You're justifying the wrong shit. I come from a time in this sport where if you had a belt, you fought your mandatory. Bottom line. And you was actively calling it out. Lennox Lewis had all kinds of belts. If you was mentioned in the same sentence with Lennox, he said your name. Name a name that Lennox didn't call out. Name one. Name one where you can say, you know what, he didn't call him out. Now, you know, that guy, he was, you know, but in Lennox did. Name one. Go ahead. Educate me. Maybe I missed it. He called him out. And listen, Lennox was clearly beatable. He was knocked out twice. But he called him out. Now watch this. Do we celebrate Lennox Lewis? Yes or no? Put a yes or no. Do we celebrate the career path and choices of Lennox Lewis? Yes or no? And be honest. Do we celebrate Lennox Lewis' path of choice? Do we celebrate it? His career path? Yes or no? Give y'all a minute. We do? Charlene says no. Lord Sweat Real says no. Let me ask y'all a question. Because it's entirely up to you. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying you're right. Question. If you do, why do you celebrate Errol, Devin, and Deontay? Uh-oh. If you don't, why do you celebrate Errol, Devin, and Deontay? Uh-oh. Because last I checked, those names I mentioned tried to do everything in their divisions. Errol was celebrated for it. I'll give Texas that. Deontay was hated for it. Devin, in real time, is hated for it. I don't get it. No, I do, but I don't get it. I get it, but I don't get it. Meanwhile, Tank Davis fans celebrate this kid, and they say things like he's exciting, knocking people out. And I say, well, who the fuck did he knock out? They said, well, he knocked out this guy. He knocked out that guy. And I'm like, okay, there are 15 other people who I would have loved to see him do that against. Why did he do it?
Listen to this right here.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. But I could be wrong. Getting on my Jason Black. Salute to Jason Black. I could be wrong. There's a link. Come up here and tell me I'm wrong on that. Please, let me know. I have it pinned on all three of my, and by the way, all of you should be subscribed to my other two channels, the Painful Excellence Podcast and Bear Cave Entertainment. I could be wrong. Educate me. Please. Hey, Paul Stedman, please come up and turn your camera on. You're still here. You're still here. I see you. You're still here, dummy. This knuckle dragger's still here. I see you, Insane. Just give me a second. I want Paul. I'm going to give Paul a minute to come through. Since you want to, I know you want to talk to me. I know you want to. Now, Insane, come back. I'll give you a minute. I want Paul to come through and turn your camera on. Nigga came through, started talking about wives and Kevin Samuels. I mean, what? Dude, you can't. There's nothing you can say to me to rattle me at all. But I bet you won't click this link and turn your camera on, though. I don't turn my camera on during the week because I'm just lazy, you know. Get out of bed and, you know, you drink your tea. You do your 50 push-ups, you sit down and, you know. All of that stuff. Just don't feel like it. Paul, you're still here. You don't know I could see you, stupid. You're still here. So you want to talk to me because BFTB destroyed you and your fat white wife. So this is your moment. You can shine right now. Yeah, Paul hit the wall looking ass. Chief, what up? Let's go, Paulie. Hey, Paulie. Hey, Paulie. Paulie, pull up, Paulie. Let me talk to you, Paulie. Come on. Let me talk to you, kids. Let me talk to you there, guy. Let's go, Paul. Hey, Paulie. Pull up, Paulie. Hey, Paulie. Let's go. Pull up, turn your camera on. Y'all remember this dude? He had like black glasses. It was like crazy. Brown skin, and he was arguing with BFTB over AJ for like a year straight. Y'all remember this guy? And then he had turned the camera, and his wife with multiple ribs on the left side. Paul, what are you doing, Paul? I'm defending AJ, babes. BF was like, what the fuck was that? You live with a moose? Swear to God, his wife looked like Tommy Morrison, but fat. Paul, you gotta pull up now. You gotta pull up now. You're here. You're still here, dude. You're still here. I can see you. You can't talk in the chat, but you're watching because I can see you, dummy. Clown. All right, whatever, man. Insane, you come on back. This dude's a coward. We could talk. Tank Davis versus Jake Paul, the expedition. You ignorant ass niggas don't know the difference between the exhibition and the expedition. And what's worse is when you say, what's the expedition? Most of you niggas are gonna say it's a Ford truck. It's a Ford. Insane, what up, brother?
What's going on with it, Drew, man? Top of the AM to you.
Chilling, God.
Man, I was just really sitting here thinking, man, that something really hit my heart, man, and I had to tell y'all this, man, to get it off my chest, man, because you know God wanted me to tell you this. Tell the world this and whoever listening. You think I can get this off, Drew?
Yeah, man, go ahead.
I got Devin Haney stopping Brian Norman in 6 or 7 rounds. That's all I got to say.
All right.
You have a good show.
Yes, sir. Well, there it is. Coach Hudson, salute. Acondo, my brother, salute. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna cover that fight. You know, it's we're getting closer. We're getting closer, and I'm gonna share some share an opinion on it. Desmond Reynolds says, Drew, you took my wrench and blocked my main page. I was just trying to send you a video, bro. Who are you? I haven't taken a wrench in forever. I got 700 wrenches. I don't know where everyone went. Desmond, who are you? I never took your wrench. I don't take wrenches. If I had a issue with somebody, oh, Des 22. Okay, I never took your wrench, brother. What page are you on? I never took your wrench. I'm on all 3 pages. I never took your wrench. What video are you trying to send me? You got 2 pages? You know, I gotta be careful in these streets. Oh, your work phone page. What was you trying to send me? Because I didn't take a wrench. I never took your wrench. I never took your wrench. Never. If somebody has a wrench and we fall out bad, first of all, I know about it. Second of all, I just block them. I never took KO's wrench. So what was you trying to send me? Is it a link? You put it here. Put it here. Yeah, everyone's coming up as their username. YouTube does this. This is some weird shit that they're doing. This shit is weird. Des, do me a favor. When you your main page is blocked, where? I don't understand. How is your main page blocked? All right, you know what you gotta do? Here's what you got. Excuse me. I didn't block you. I know a Des 22. I never blocked you. And if you have a wrench, nobody could block. Only what I call a super wrench could block you. And I only got a handful of those. Y'all don't know who those are, but I do. Here's what you do, Desmond. Only because I got to be careful, because I got a lot of ops out here for I'm interesting. Paul Stedman is still here. Believe it or not, he's still here watching. He's still here watching, and it's okay. Do me a favor, Des. Do me a favor, brother. Do me a favor. Because I got to be careful, and I appreciate the support. When you yeah, you typing mad fast, brother. When you come back under the other account, come into the chat with this account too, so I can take care of it. When you come back with the other account, come back with this account at the same time so I can wrench this one so there's no confusion. You know what I mean? Because if this account right here doesn't have a wrench, then that means that it hasn't been here before. Because if I knew it was you, I'd have wrenched this account right here. And it's only because I gotta be careful. Only because I gotta be careful. So when you come back with Des 22, all right, come back with this account. Now, Des 22 is not blocked. I never blocked anybody named Des 20. I never blocked Des 22. And Des 22 is a wrench. I never blocked it. I never blocked it. So we'll work it out. But you know what? When I get time, when the live's over, I will check the trash bin to make sure Des 22 is not in there. All right? And it's only because I got to be careful, Des. There's a lot of people that, like the Paul Stedmans of the world. They will literally jack y'all name. And y'all already know that YouTube has moderators that are fans of the people that they say we degrade. Like, I'm not degrading Tank. Am I clowning him? Yes. I'm clowning him because there's some comedic value behind what I'm doing. But this is not illegal. And Tank is a whole clown. He is. His fan base, are the clowns. And I reserve the right to talk about it. But what they do, what they DEW, what they do is they fuck with our algorithm. Yeah. They fuck with our algorithm. They mess with the notifications. They zap our live streams. They do all kinds of stuff. Because the people that they paid to oversee, can you imagine those YouTube channels are the hardcore soccer fans, and one of those moderators might be a hardcore soccer fan? Can you imagine what they're doing to them? Mitchell Show, what up? Young Abel, salute, brother.
What's happening? How you doing, brother?
Chilling, man. How you?
Man, chilling, bro. I gotta make sure that Mr. Sheldon don't get on his BS again, because he cannot stop calling me a goddamn alien with his broke ass all the way out in Mississippi. Ain't got no dang travel papers. This man, I'm gonna discipline that old man. You better let's believe that. But that dude, man, let me tell you something. Sheldon crazy ass, he say a lot of crazy nonsense, but he don't come outside, and he banned from traveling. So I know that Mr. Brett Favre, who was allied with Mr. Trumpy, ain't giving him his travel papers. So we got to put an investigation on the man. I'm just saying.
God damn.
Anyway, the reason why you remember that super chat I put up earlier? The one I said that which is worse than Baltimore, the Baltimore Ravens' terrible defense, or Tank Davis and his lack of education. There's a comedic, truth to that, because this year everything's gone bad in Baltimore. They're 1-5 right now. Their defense is playing absolute trash. Can't tackle nobody. Can't stop nobody. And they're 1-5. And everybody's be crying all over the place. And then you got the Tank Davis fanatics over here trying their very best to try to come up with all the excuses in the book to justify what Tank Davis is doing, but they can't figure this out. It's like I'm watching a Team New version of The Wire when it comes to these Tank fanatics. It's crazy.
Oh shit! Wait a minute. Shelton in the building, man. What up, man?
Oh, there it is. Sheldon Cronenberg, Sheldon, banned from traveling, Mississippi looking ass.
Be my victim.
Be my victim what? Man, please. You
said my name in the mirror 5 times. Now I'm on that
ass. Oh, sure.
Candy mine.
But I'm still allowed to travel, though. That's the thing. I have my travel papers. Where's yours at? Oh, wait, that's right.
Mine in my foot. Mine in my right foot. And you know why I don't wear shoes.
First of all,
tell them why I don't wear shoes.
That foot
Tell him
already
why
gotten
I don't
chopped
wear
off.
shoes, Abel.
Because it's already gotten chopped off. That's what it is. That's why you don't
No,
wear no goddamn
because
shoes.
I had to
You
put
got
my
that shit
foot in
chopped
the
off.
nigga's ass.
Oh, sure. Yeah, that goddamn foot already got chopped off because you've been drinking that nasty ass water.
Smooth,
That's why Deion
smooth in
Sanders
your
had
ass,
to put
boy.
his ass all the way out of Mississippi into Colorado. Y'all already know what it is.
Shut up.
Ridiculous.
Oh, make me what? What? You ain't
Shut
gonna
up.
do
Shut up.
shit.
Let me
Tell you
take off
something.
my belt. Shut
Oh,
up.
sure. What belt? The belt that you already got your ass whipped all
No,
over the damn place by them
that
sharecropping looking ass.
WWE championship belt.
Oh, please. Man, please.
Cause I'm the
What
goddamn
championship you got?
champion.
All right,
Oh,
y'all.
sure.
All right. Let's get this. I'll let y'all go on long enough. All right, Des, I got you, Des.
Well, you stupid.
Man, Jury, you trying to be like the security guard, like, all right, that's enough. Everybody out the room. Let's go. Get out the room. Before I shove y'all asses out the street and y'all can take care of it over there.
Story B man know why I don't wear shoes.
Man, I told you, your foot already gotten chopped off. That's why you don't wear goddamn shoes.
Oh, I'm Kunta
Man,
Kinte
please.
now. I'm Kunta.
Man, please. Well, I'll tell you this though. Even though you ain't got no dang shoes, at least didn't chop off your you know what's, if you know what I'm saying. And the more important thing is, at least you've been able to get some pussy. So
What
just saying,
the fuck?
just saying.
Whoa,
All right,
Jack.
man. All right, boxing. Hey, Des, I got you. Des, I got you.
I see Dad's back. All right, that's good.
Brother. Okay. So I wrenched your other channels, so now we know, brother. Thank you for your patience. I appreciate you. Thank you. So let's talk some place.
I'm sorry to bring your property value down, Drew. I couldn't help it. I'm sorry.
You ain't sorry.
Nah, not really.
What's the difference? It's a real question, Shelton. Here's a real question. What year did the Ford Expedition release, and why is it the most driven truck in the city of Baltimore?
I believe it came out sometime in the late 80s, was it?
Ford Expedition? I thought it was in the 90s. It was the late 90s.
It could have been. Maybe the late 80s, early 90s.
Why is it the most driven truck in the city of Baltimore?
That's a good question. It's popular for some reason, maybe good gas mileage on the highway. Not sure.
Well, let me dumb the question down.
Yeah. Bring it down a little bit. Hey, wait a minute.
Hey, my Master Musa, if this keeps up, it might be the case because Sheldon never stopped, and I had to put my foot up his real weak ass.
Shut up. Let the man ask the question.
Man, please, brother, please.
Let the man ask the question, man.
Oh what? I'm already gonna put my foot up off of your real weak ass and send it all the way back to Brett Favre.
Oh, let me put y'all on the game. So yesterday, I was in BFTV's chat for a little while. I was listening, and Mag 7 was there. And you know, I go in there, I salute everybody. So Mag 7 challenges me to a debate. So I told the nigga, I said, look, I don't do debates.
Oh boy.
They always end badly. And you know, people getting their feelings, and now people ain't friends no more. I don't do the shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, yesterday a video that Clarissa Shields did was brought to my attention. I'm going to play it real quick. I need y'all to listen.
I don't care what nobody say. Javante got skills out this world. He's a scary dude. He's scary. Ain't no way he said he supposed to come back and get Shakur, Devin, Ryan, Tiafimo, whoop all these niggas ass. Now he like, I'm about to retire after I fight Jake. No, I don't let nobody talk about me like that. The way that Shakur disrespect him, the way that Devin talked to him, the way that Ryan, he already knocked out Ryan. The way that these dudes be talking, he supposed to come back and get them. He the man, right? He who everybody say is the best. I ain't leaving no food on the table. When I'm done boxing, I'm whooping all these girls' ass. They all getting beat. You said you can beat me? Oh, okay, I'm gonna figure out a way to fucking get you. You just wait.
Now, why is it that this woman understands the mission? She understands what needs to be said. She understands what needs to be done, rather, because you can say everything you want to say, but actions speak louder than words. Now, we all saw that and was like, ooh, right?
Mm-hmm.
This nigga Mag 7 says this.
Oh, Lord.
Y'all see this?
Oh boy, here we go again. Here we
How
go
did he
again with this
cook
lack
up?
of
What did he
education.
say?
He said something. He said something about you're stroking my ego, or whatever the fuck he said. What the fuck? What did you get from that? How do you get that Tank Cook Clarissa? What is it? Understand, Aaron, salute. Understand, this is why.
And he spelled Shields wrong.
I can't take Tank fans serious. I can't.
Nope.
I cannot.
Unbelievable.
I cannot.
You see why I wanted to block? You see why I wanted to block this Max 7 dude? That dude is literally dumb. Dumb and stupid.
Let me tell you why it's important for people to see, because if I explain this kid's fan base, nobody would believe me. Nobody would believe me when I explain, like, no, this is ignorance this is ignorance manifested. This is ignorance manifested into a group of people. This is the weirdest fan base. And to be honest with y'all, I never thought the Anthony Joshua fans would be outdone. I never thought that. I said, ain't gonna get, this is the worst. But even the Pac-Tards, the Manny Pacquiao fans,
I was just about to say that.
They made sense because those people hated Floyd, and the other part was just all Filipino. So it was a cultural thing. I understood that. I understood that. This right here, I'll never understand it. I'll never understand it. I will never understand it.
And Tank don't even like his fans.
That's the part, Shelton.
He tell them, if you see me in public, don't talk to me.
Don't talk to me.
That, bro, and you know what though, bro? That's why these other YouTube channels you already know by now, they're just in denial of the fact that Tank Davis don't respect him. And even after the fact that what a lot of the YouTube channels have been saying about Tank was accurate, you saw how Tank Davis reacted to that. So like, you can't take him seriously no more. And you already know who I'm referring to. So the point is, it's a sad thing, but the thing is, it's what to be expected because they just had this Stockholm syndrome of this enjoying the abuse. They enjoying getting abused on. At some point, bro, you gotta hold your nuts up and be a man. That's what people need to do.
I gotta do a remix. I gotta get one of these shorties out here to do a remix. Tank. He was a scary. He was a scary. I'm gonna get the remix. I'm gonna try and get it done in a month.
Right. You know what though, bro? You know what the sad part, Drew, is?
That's sad,
right,
bro.
But you know what the sad part is? That Clarissa Shields is doing what we wanted Tank to do this whole time. She's been doing the real work, and she's getting a lot of the credit and the respect for it. That's what she was saying. And the sad part is that Tank is doing the exact opposite. And that's why a lot of us are now been beating the drum for so many years, and now the manifesto has been presented right in front of your face, and now you don't know how to deal with it. It's kind of like listening to Trump fanatics out here, realizing how stupid he is and realizing what his policies were, but you didn't want to believe it because your own racism forced you to deny it. But now it's right in front of your face and you can accept it.
Sidebar.
Yep.
Ain't it, yo, Shelton, how many of these MAGAs been caught on some weird ass sex scandals in the last month?
Shit,
bro,
a bunch of them.
Bro, I thought it was a joke. Nah, that shit is real.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro. Like it's more than a month, bro. It's running rampant throughout since the beginning of the year.
Bro, it's like 15 in a month. It's like 15. Yup. I mean, with kids and stuff, judges, law enforcement.
Yep.
I was like, yo, hold on. I was like, is this a joke? I Googled it. I'm like, yo, hold on. I gotta pick, yo, bro. I might do a pep talk tonight. I'm just gonna ask what's going on, man. What is this?
Bro, hey, True Will been showing y'all not just receipts, but invoices of the people that have been out here just like showing all sorts of disgusting stuff that I can't even say on YouTube because I don't want to get your channel popped. You know what I mean? It's rampant.
Here's the thing. He led a portion of his campaign referring to Epstein and Hillary.
That's right.
Now it's, you know, why we still talking about this dude? Well, because there's a billion pictures with you and him. And there's a file with him. And then when he got locked up for doing what he did, magically he deleted himself in prison.
Right. Where you're supposed to be watched constantly.
Right.
Release the list. The funniest part was when they listen, don't get mad at me because this is what happened. Because they running around canceling people over this, but don't get mad at me because it's happened. When Charlie Kirk was deleted by one of his own,
exactly.
When he was deleted, they asked him, and instead of saying some encouraging words to the family, he said, "Yeah, that's sad, but you know, look at this over here." I was like, "Wait a minute, bro! Your man's just got blicked off. Say something positive." He said, "Yeah, you know, that's sad," and he said something else during the interview.
That's crazy.
Let me see if I can find that because I saved it. I saw it on the gram. You know, a lot of this stuff you gotta, man. Yo, look. Trump will tell you how he coming. Trump will tell you in 2 seconds how he coming. And y'all voted for this.
Yep.
I will vote for Donald Trump.
Yep.
Oh my God, bro. Now even a lot of the Hispanics that voted for Trump are regretting their votes now. But I don't feel nothing for them because y'all voted for your own stupidity.
For Donald Trump.
Bro, that's gonna be on them for generations to come. Trust me.
Oh, that ain't never going away. Never.
Nope. Especially for the new generation of Hispanic voters, they're gonna look at them like, you voted for our own demise and you believe in this con man? Yep.
Now
because
they
thought they were right.
We put our trust in him and he did us dirty. Yeah, of course he did.
Of course he did, you dumb fucks. But anyway, what you got, Drew?
I'm trying to find this video so I can play the audio.
And you know the guy who proceeded over Charlie Kirk's funeral just got caught with some child stuff too.
You lying?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You lying? What?
Sure did, Drew. He absolutely did.
When was this?
I found out about it early this morning.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh.
The chickens are coming home to roost.
Hey, you know what? I'll tell you what, bro. As Quest X said in this video a couple weeks ago, the universe is starting to realign itself. Everything is coming back into full circle.
I'll tell you what I did find. Y'all saw when Bill O'Reilly got caught out there being an idiot on the news?
I thought they canned him years ago for putting hands on his wife.
Listen to this. Right. Oh. Hold on.
During the Biden administrations, not one time did Hakeem Jeffrey call for any exposition of what the Biden Justice Department knew. He doesn't care about the truth. He doesn't care about the people.
Hold on. Bill.
This is what
hold on. Bill, hold on. You said Epstein was convicted during the Biden administration. Epstein committed during the Trump administration.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Yep.
So, am I wrong on that?
Yeah.
He was arrested in 2019, and he committed in 2019. He died August 10th of 2019. So the Biden administration was not involved in a conviction or a trial of him. They were in his madam, of Elaine Mancha.
But he was arrested and indicted under Merrick Garland.
No, under Trump.
You had all
Under
of the
Trump.
information.
Epstein was arrested, indicted under Trump in 2019. Trump was president.
Yeah. Facts.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you.
That's a factual statement, bro. Facts. I be telling these magatards all the time. They come to my channel. Well, why didn't Biden release them? Like the shit happened under Trump. Watch.
Shit, the judge for Dillian Roof got busted too. The dude.
Yep.
What?
That's
and
right.
he was known to say the N-word in court.
Yeah. Oh, that was him. That was him. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, that's great.
Ain't nothing but the chickens coming home to roost. Mm-hmm.
I will vote
Isn't it?
for Donald Trump.
Bro, I'm telling you, the universe is starting to realign itself now. Because now what people are starting to understand is you can't cover all this stuff anymore and expect the people to look the other way now. Especially when I'm looking at people like Mike Johnson and other dudes that are basically closeted Miguel's. Like, come on, man. Like, I'm just telling you, y'all. This is really, the light is starting to show on it, and you're seeing the cracks of MAGA starting to surface. It's starting to come out now, and then in the next few years, it's gonna break apart into different sections. I'm telling you, this is where we're heading now, guys. So don't think for a second that MAGA is unified. No, they're not. It takes one thing.
Each other.
Yep, it takes one thing to break that shit apart, and now you're seeing it now. But remember this goes along with the Tank Davis situation, because what you're seeing with Tank Davis now, cracks are starting to form within the Tank Davis fanatics. Now they're divided. You got YouTube channels that have pledged so much support for Tank Davis. Now they're getting disowned by Tank, and they don't even know what to do no more. This is what we're at, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, hold on, I'm trying to find this video where let me see. Play this real quick. Trump.
Mike Johnson got caught up on Grindr too.
Yep. Bro, at this point, bro, when Mike Johnson's out as the Speaker of the House, I guarantee you, he's gonna come out a decade later and he's gonna admit that he's gay. That's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen. I promise you, because I've never heard of dude that keep talking about, people who are the opposite side talk about it so much. That tells me you are that. Just saying. You're another Miguel. That's all I gotta say about that.
Straight Miguel.
But you know what? I can't find it. Maybe I'll talk about that on Pep Talk probably tonight.
Doo-doo main activities.
Man, bro. Hey, listen, if you gonna do that Pep Talk, you gotta bring in me, Sheldon, and True Will, bro. We gonna roast this thing like barbecue chicken, bro. Seriously, you gotta bring us up, man.
Hell yeah, I'll do that. I'm gonna sure. Well, I'm gonna see if I'm gonna do that tonight and see if he's available, because he does a magnificent job on that, man, for real. But I'm gonna get out of here.
Oh yeah, bro.
The general's on, man. But let's head over there, man. Salute y'all.
All right, y'all. Peace.
Yeah, man. Salute to everybody in the Venmo, the Zelle, the Cash App, the Super Chat. Paul Stedman, use a raging homosexual. Stop stalking me. I have 2 wives. I don't need a third. All right. And I like women, not men. So go stalk someone else. Tank and your fans, y'all are weirdos. It's called exhibition, not expedition. You monkeys are weird and uneducated. Salute to y'all. General's on. Let's head over there. I will be the lives that y'all missed. I'm setting them up as premieres, and they'll be airing daily. There's about maybe 5 of them. 11 p.m. during the week. Don't miss it. Bronx on deck.
Move! Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.